What looks like an ordinary courtroom morning in Harris County, Texas quickly turns into a non-stop lesson in consequences. One by one, defendants step forward, each carrying a different excuse, a different story, and a different understanding of the law. But in this courtroom, explanations don't erase responsibility. Presiding over the docket is Judge Fleer, a judge known for cutting through chaos with blunt honesty. Today's cases range from criminal trespass and assault to reckless driving, weapons charges, and probation violations. Some defendants will walk out with warnings, others will leave in handcuffs, and a few will hear words that may shape the rest of their lives. Case 1. The morning begins with a woman charged with criminal trespass after repeatedly returning to a nightclub she had already been banned from. Officers were dispatched after an employee asked her to leave. Again, according to police, she refused and allegedly threatened violence. The judge calmly reviews the probable cause, explaining the seriousness of the charge, up to 6 months in jail and a $2,000 fine. But this case isn't happening in isolation. The defendant is already on bond for a previous matter, and the court had given her one simple instruction: do not pick up a new case. She ignored it. Her attorney asks for leniency, arguing that bond is meant for community safety, not punishment. Judge Fleer sees it differently. In his view, releasing her again without consequences would signal that court orders are optional. As the defendant speaks, she repeatedly misunderstands the process, asking the judge to subpoena cameras and debating evidence during a hearing not meant for that purpose. The judge shuts it down. This is not a negotiation. In the end, he allows her to remain out of jail, but only under strict conditions: a GPS ankle monitor, curfew, drug and alcohol testing, and a warning that any violation will land her behind bars. This is the court's balancing act in real time, mercy paired with control. Case 2. Next comes one of the most serious moments of the day. A young defendant already facing an assault charge has picked up another assault while out on bond. The defense argues self-defense, claiming the alleged victim exited her vehicle and attacked him first. On paper, self-defense can be a valid legal claim, but then the prosecution reveals a critical detail. Video evidence allegedly shows the complainant on the ground and the defendant stomping on her head. That single fact changes everything. Judge Fleer explains what the law is clear about. Once a threat is neutralized, continued violence is no longer defense. It becomes aggression. The defense pleads for compassion, describing the defendant's difficult life circumstances. He's still in high school, finals are approaching, a college acceptance hangs in the balance. The attorney argues that jail could permanently derail his future. The judge listens, but ultimately draws a firm line. The defendant was already on bond. He knew what was at stake, and yet, another violent incident occurred. Public safety comes first. Bond is revoked, jail time is ordered. The courtroom goes quiet as the reality sinks in. Potential doesn't outweigh repeated violence. Closing reflection. In this courtroom, accountability is non-negotiable. Excuses don't outweigh actions, and every ruling carries a message. The law is not just about punishment, it's about consequences, responsibility, and the narrow window each person has to choose a better path. Cases like these remind us that justice isn't abstract. It's personal, and for those standing before the bench, it may be the moment that defines what comes next.